GM and welcome. Guys, what happened? Massive liquidation, crash of crypto. Hope you are safe. They will go briefly about what happened and what to expect because it's not over. Okay? Today, everything bounced. Friday, we had a massive liquidation cascade. This is a historical event. We had around 20 billion. It's not shown here on the screen, but it has been over $20 billion liquidated, which means the futures, the perp dex traders have lost most of their funds. Even if they had stop losses on Binance or so, they most likely got rinsed. They lost all of their money. Many altcoins such as Atom, many altcoins, for example, this is a perfect example of an altcoin which went down a lot. On this chart it's showing 0.007, actually on Binance went to 0.001 USD. So no matter how low was the leverage, you got liquidated, your stop losses got triggered, everything crashed on Binance, on centralized exchanges. On DEXs, this didn't happen. So this is a sign for us that DEXs are actually more reliable, which is a good thing that we are betting on DEXs now. Yeah, sexes, they have their own engine. Things is getting messed up there. So many, Sui, Atom, Say, all of these crashed, someone bought. So now I'll briefly explain what happened. So what happened? If we look back over 2, 3 weeks, 1 month, there was a big hype with Aster. Aster, the main perp DEX exchange led by CZ from the ex Binance CEO, who was hyping it up. It went to over 2 billion, 3 billion valuation. They were luring everyone with airdrops. You could just trade on leverage and get airdrop. The bigger size, the longer you held position, the more you traded, the more fees you generated, the bigger airdrop you could get. And this was a trend for other perp dexes also, Apex and so on. So what they did, they actually lured retail into trading on futures, on leverage. Every KOL guru started to talk about it, open long positions, short positions, and everyone was bullish. Boom! Then we bring in on the low liquidity Friday after the market closes. Trump is announcing that China 100% tariffs. Exactly few minutes before that, a big whale or on Hyperliquid opened a massive short position on Bitcoin and profited from this move around 200 million. Coincidence? I don't think so. Everything is not a coincidence here, probably insider information, and it all leads to the Trump family because someone knew there that the announcement is coming and opened a massive short position betting on the drop. So yes, the crime season is here. This is crypto. This is what game we play in. That's why we should always be safe and avoid leverage how we can, or at least have more in spot positions. So me, I have been affected by this drop. I lost a chunk of my portfolio, but this is only, let's say, of couple percent. Many got totally wiped out, right? So you have to think of this, that you cannot rely on centralized exchanges, not your keys, not your crypto. Okay, bro, so what's next? What are we in for? Is crypto done for, or are we in for a good ride? So my quant is telling me that this is a perfect opportunity because retail has been washed. Most altcoins went down. Standard retail investor lost all of his money, and someone had the buy orders to buy on the top 20 altcoins. They have been accumulated by strong hands, institutions, insiders. Perfect flush, change of supply, big crash, and this leads everything to me seeing that we're in for the altcoin season, which everyone was expecting. Q4, everyone was bullish, everyone was leveraged, and now all of the lines are saying that we are ready to run. Bitcoin already bounced today very strongly. I am not confident in this bounce yet. I think this will be a lure. There will probably be some testing of lower levels, but in any case, if you're betting on spot, if you have accumulated, these are still good levels to accumulate your top altcoins. If it's Bitcoin, if it's Ethereum at 4,000 USD, or if it's any of the top 100, these are good bets. Okay? And there's a high chance that these tokens will be trading a lot higher very soon. Here I'll give you a few examples of tokens which I have bought. AVAX, look at this drop. AVAX dropped from whatever, $30, bam, down to $7, right? Now $22, good price. I still expect a lot to happen here on the ecosystem. I remember there was an AVAX season back in the day. They had lots of gaming partnerships, good gaming projects building there, and they still have a lot to show. So $35 seems like the first target, but I expect $50 to be visited. That's like 2x from here on your capital, and all of this is expecting during the next 2 months. Ethereum, guys, Ethereum had a massive bounce. So Ethereum is expected actually to outperform Bitcoin, so as most of the altcoins. And yeah, here I marked a perfect trade, but expected to even visit 7,000, right? So it would be 70% profit, okay, from here. Other altcoins to look at. Solana still has a very thriving ecosystem, lots of big projects building there, lots of utility devs moved from Ethereum to Solana, as Ethereum is kind of lagging with their ecosystem, and Solana is quite thriving. So I would bet on Solana. $350 per Solana seems as an easy target, okay? So these levels, 200, under 200, seem like a gift. From memes, Dogecoin is still a good buy, the most popular retail meme. And well, memes are easy to digest. You don't need a lot of thought to that. Just buying Doge and having a good time. That's what we're aiming for, because at some point the retail will be coming. The green candles will be the biggest marketing, and they will be buying Dogecoin. So this is also one of my picks. Pengu, they have had massive campaigns, marketing campaigns, real life campaigns across Web 2. The chart is for very bullish. It's forming a falling wedge here. So higher targets. I mean, if you pick most of the tokens, you will see very bullish structures now. They had a big wick, someone bought it. So if you guys been following BNB season right now, there is a big massive movement on the BNB ecosystem. BNB has reached all-time high, and one meme coin which I expect to perform really well if this continues is 4. Okay, 4 is the legacy meme from CZ. He has been showing 4, and there's a big cult-like community. It's the biggest meme right now on BNB. Everyone is talking about it, everyone is hyped about it. It's available on most of the exchanges, and usually these seasons of the chains, they spawn runners which go up to 1 billion. So I see a good target for 1 billion market cap, right? It's currently 180 million. That would be over 5x from here. But we never know how long this will last. If BNB continues, if CZ and team continue to interact and give incentives, they actually dropped 45 million fund to be shared among traders who traded on BNB. So if you have any transactions on BNB, if you traded, you will probably be able to claim some part of the fund which has been distributed. So make sure to check that. So to summarize, guys, the biggest analysts, Cohen and Dr. Profit, who have been usually right. Cohen was expecting a crash for Ethereum. Dr. Profit was also expecting a big crash, was bearish when everyone was attacking him, and finally the crash happened. They have flipped bullish. So let's say the biggest bears, the guys who were expecting the massive crash and have been very accurate even when the whole market or the other analysts were against them, they have flipped bullish and now are expecting a big run in altcoins until end of the year. So all of this aligns and gives me confluence to bet. Okay, so I'm betting on altcoins. I'm betting that they will outperform Bitcoin, and I am positioned. So I hope you guys will also follow, or maybe different. So let me know, guys, if you on what altcoins are you betting, and I hope to print with you very soon. Remember about 4. And in the next video, I'll give update on the altcoins I'm holding, and on-chain season probably will start. So if you are still interested to buy some tokens on chain, you should probably go, revisit my other videos where I talk about some picks. Some of them are still valid and are great entries, so make sure to do your research and follow my X and join my Telegram channel where I give regular updates on low cap calls, which can give easy access if you're relatively quick. So I'll see you later. Thanks for joining, and bye.